Welcome back mga kaibigan! Good afternoon or good evening once again. I'm Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
You're watching the Pro Gaming Series 24 in Spring Season Game 2 sa tiebreaker match between Team IPT versus Team ng Wargods. Kanina nanalo ang team ng IPT.
That's right.
So ngayon, tignan natin kung sino manalo sa laban natin. Game muna tayo. Let's see how Team ng Wargods will try to dominate this game against team ng IPT ngayon. And kanina, actually, Jay, sobrang nagulat ako sa pangyayari. I didn't expect na ganun yung magiging performance dito ng team ng IPT. I think it's a big points for them having Kaigo on their side para sa kanilang jungler.
Yes, alright. So this time around, on the blue side, we'll have the IPT. On the purple side, we'll have the Wargods. Of course, first ban will be coming from IPT. IPT going with the LeBlanc ban. Of course, we've seen Wargods Trevor doing really good with the LeBlanc previously. And this will be the 9th Trevor from using the LeBlanc pick. I haven't seen Light. I don't believe Light has picked up LeBlanc yet so far. Mostly he picked up other champions like Riven. I've seen him play Riven. It was really good time when he did that. And
yes.
Right now, Wargods still sticking with the Shyvana ban. It looks like they really don't want Kaigo or Hero to pick up this Shyvana. We've seen Shyvana a few times, of course, this season. Very tanky champion and a really good duelist, especially in the late game.
Actually, for Hero, Shyvana is one of his favorite champion. And being a tanky user dito or any champion na kaya niyang mag-dominate sa laning phase, with the use of Shyvana, bukod sa kaya niya nang manalo sa crowd control, I mean, the team fight na mangyayari dito using the Dragon form, he can also be a damage, an AD bruiser champion dito. And take note mga kaibigan, looking at the bans, they banned Elise, they banned LeBlanc. For team of Wargods, they banned Shyvana and Evelyn dito. Evelyn is a champion na kahit sa solo queue lamang, binaban talaga siya. After nung patch na, mula nung nagsimula yung Season 4 na patch natin, every invisible champion ay nagiging dominant na ng sobra. Yeah. Evelyn is a champion na without a vision ward or without any, or kapag di siya malapit sa champion, kahit sino champion dito, hindi mo siya malalaman, hindi mo siya makikita, you can't predict the ganks coming from Evelyn dito.
That's right. Very surprising bans coming from both teams. Banning out 4 junglers, we have at least 5 coming from IPT, while like you mentioned, Evelyn and Nocturne being banned by Wargods. We've seen Kaigo use Nocturne a few times before, and of course, Wargods Stronger being very effective on Vi several times and not doing so bad in the last game on the Elise.
Yes,
right, so
going at the first pick of team ng IPT, they picked up Lulu para sa kanilang champion.
Yeah, for IPT Light, and Wargods thinking about stealing away that Kha'Zix from Kaigo. Of course, Kaigo has been, Kha'Zix has been a very strong champion picked in many tournaments, whether local or abroad, and we've seen a lot of tanky Kha'Zix being built lately, being able to do a lot of damage still, even though they go the tanky build.
But this time mga kaibigan, Wargods having Kha'Zix para sa kanilang champion dito. If ever na pumunta siya ng top lane, do you think he can win, or JLC is going to use this Kha'Zix? When it comes to his playstyle, I don't think na he will use this champion kasi usually pick up a champion like Trundle, champion like si Jax, more on a champion na hindi nagbibigay masyado ng sobrang daming skills. Like
there's just one thing about JLC, you never know what he might bring out.
Sobrang unpredictable.
He's picked up many champions, like aside from
mga kaibigan, IPT Kaigo picking up Lee Sin for his champion. Kaigo is a well-known player, especially kapag gumagamit siya ng Lee Sin.
It's been a while though. We've seen him use it, but this should definitely be a really strong
changes.
Pick.
Sobrang dami ng changes for Lee Sin dito. We have the recent patch dito na sobrang na-nerf si Lee Sin. He's not that kind of effective na like before nung season 2 natin. Ito yung champion na ginamit nila nung Southeast Asia qualifier, kung saan sobrang naging dominant niya sa laban nila having Indomineski team. Pero ngayon mga kaibigan, for IPT Kaigo, tignan natin kung ano yung magiging performance niya ngayon after the changes na nangyari dito for Lee Sin.
Yes, alright, so looks like so far the 3 pickups from IPT are very high mobility champions. All of them have some sort of high mobility or speed boost, while Wargods so far picking up again a lot of those champions with a lot of crowd controls. We've got the vines from Zyra, of course we've got the charm from Ahri, we've got the ultimate coming from Varus, and the slow of course from his range of arrows. This time looks like IPT needs to pick up their top laner and their ADR. So looks like IPT here thinking about picking up the Twitch. Not a very bad pickup, especially in combination with Lee Sin. We've seen this combination before where Twitch would use his visibility to sneak into the enemy, and then of course we'd see Lee Sin jump into the team fight onto IPT to provide some protection so he can use his spray and pray.
Yes, actually, at this point in time, mga kaibigan, looking at the picks of team ng IPT, when you're going against a Lulu champion, ito ay isang champion like si Kale, si Lulu, kung saan ayaw nilabanan ng, ng mga assassin champions dito. Like, halimbawa, si Ari na he's a champion na sobrang bilis nag-burst ng kanyang kalaban dito, but with the wild growth, with the help me picks from Lulu dito, I don't think he can burst down. Ito si Lulu in the mid lane, if ever na siya yung kalaban niya dito.
Alright, so actually I'm really excited that Trevor picked up the Ari. Ari is a really strong champion. We don't see her that many often, but the last time we saw her, I believe it was in the GPL, where the first item, Rush of Deathfire Grass, and is able to burst down Lulu really quickly. So this is actually a really smart pickup coming from Trevor, especially going into Lulu, where once Trevor picks up a DFG, he should be easily be able to burst down IPT Light on the Lulu. Of course, I doubt that Karma will be the mid lane. Most likely it will definitely be Lulu in the mid lane, and then Renekton of course on top, and of course like you mentioned Kaigu on the Lee-Sin. So
for Wargods mga kaibigan, wala pang champion dito si JLC. Yes. But they have Kha'Zix na dito, and yes, they pick up Nautilus para sa kanilang champion dito. Do you think, yes, JLC will go for top lane, Kha'Zix, and stronger for the jungler, again, having Nautilus?
This is a really surprising pick.
Nagulat ako kasi I didn't expect na kukunin ni JLC itong si Kha'Zix for his champion. If you think
about it, it's not a bad pickup coming from stronger because ang laki ng buff na ginawa kay Nautilus in this patch. The HP he gets, the armor he gets now is 10% of his max HP, which is really huge compared to, I believe it was only 5% previously, so it's like double.
Yes, and when it comes to his performance as a jungler dito, sobrang dominant din niya when it comes to the laning phase. He can just gank any lanes dito. And ang pinaka-focus talaga ni Stronger kapag nagkaroon dito ng laban between team ng IPT and Wargods ay yung top lane and mid lane. Yun lagi yung pinapansin niya dito. Madalang ko nakikita si Stronger na gumang sa bottom lane. Sobrang, well, he's ganking the bottom lane as well, pero ang focus talaga dito ay yung mid at yung top lane.
Yes, alright, so we have another 3 minutes. I really want to take a look at these rules, especially with the Nautilus in the jungle. We haven't seen this in a while. And also the Lee-Sin, if he went for the lifesteal wins this time around. So let's take a look at
natin ang ating runes for Stronger muna. Stronger para sa kanyang runes mga kaibigan. We have here 4.5% nakalagay ang kanyang, ang pangalan nito ay Elise, pero looking at his runes mga kaibigan still the same like ano yung ginamit niya kanina, and hybrid pa rin.
It makes sense after all, since he's a melee champion, he'll be doing a lot of physical damage, and of course his spells will be doing magic penetration. Nautilus needs that movement speed, of course, and
I think he's not only going for a pure tank build dito. He's somehow trying to get some item na kaya magbigay ng damage output.
Probably a hybrid build. Alright, that'll be
interesting. Let's go for Kaigu.
Alright, let's take a look if the Lee-Sin build is still the same from last season. Alright, looks
it's like actually the same for his Kha'Zix kanina.
So but I feel like they have a standard rune page for their junglers, and they picked up similar playstyles for these junglers. Of course, high mobility Kha'Zix and high mobility Lee-Sin, while for like you mentioned a while ago, Elise and Nautilus, they're both melee champions, but they also have range, and they can also need a lot of mobility coming from that movement speed.
Yes, that's it naman for JLC, the top lane. We have the top lane Kha'Zix dito mga kaibigan. Sobrang flat armor, but scaling magic resist. And this is very wise choice for his champion, knowing na ang kanyang kalaban ay, if I'm not mistaken, it was Renekton.
Yes.
So, hindi mo kailangan ng early magic resist against an AD champion.
And the jungler of IPT is also a physical damage leader, which is decent.
Yes.
So
let's go for hero naman. 1% critical chance, physical damage 14, 216 health at level 18, so scaling health and armor to 6.3. So hindi siya ganun na nag-focus sa kanyang armor.
Has increased a lot from last season. It used to be 170 something. Now it's 216. That's about more than 50 HP more. So that's a lot of HP.
To compensate sa pagbawas or sa pag-nerf ng ating armor runes dito naman na-buff yung health.
Yes, that's
so
right.
Instead of getting
and this is
the
exactly
armor
what
runes,
Riot wants to do, na parang medyo versatility na hindi puro pare-pareho yung mga ginagamit ng mga champions.
You have to make a new runes for your champions dito, or para sa kung sino magagamitin mo mga kaibigan. And looking at the lineup, for team ng IPT, we have Renekton, Lee-Sin, Lulu, Twitch, and Karma. Para sa team ng IPT, for team ng Wargods, we have Kha'Zix, Nautilus, Ari, Varus, and Zyra.
That's right.
So in the early part of the game, we have Renekton here against JLC. Looking at the runes and masteries, or the runes, who do you think will dominate the top lane dito?
In the top lane, I have to... The first few levels, definitely JLC will probably have the advantage, level 1 and 2. But once it hits level 3, I feel like Renekton will have the advantage as long as he can stay away from JLC's isolation damage.
Yes. So, eto na mga kaibigan, loading screen na tayo ngayon. And while we are waiting, syempre, halimbawa lang na meron kang gustong bilhin skins, meron kang gustong bilhin champion pero wala ka ng RP, pero meron kang load, tinatamad ka lumabas ng bahay, eto na. We have epins.gamix.ph or tinatawag nating, ayan, kung ano yung nakita nyo dito sa aming sa gilid, yan, the epins from GameX. So, epins.gamix.ph. After mo pumunta ng epins.gamix.ph, you will choose the game you are playing. Choose League of Legends. After mo choose yung League of Legends, click the Garena Shells denomination you want. So, hanapin mo kung gusto mo ng 50, gusto mo ng 100, gusto mo ng 200, depende sa'yo. Kung, syempre, dapat may load ka dito. After mo mamili ng denomination na gusto mo, just click Add to Cart. After nun, you have to type in your mobile number. So, after mo ilagay yung mobile number mo, you will receive the confirmation code from epins. So, ito na. After mo ma-receive yung confirmation code mo, send mo ito sa 3161. And after nun, you will receive the epins na gusto mo. Or epins, mga kaibigan, hindi yung epins ng epin natin, kundi yung epins from GameX. Thank you very much, GameX, sa napakagandang feature.
Yeah, so game on na po tayo. Alright, we're in
the mga kaibigan, game on na tayo ngayon. Second game between Team IPT versus Team ng Wargods. Game 2, 1-0 in favor of Team ng IPT. So, this time, mga kaibigan, let's see. Place your bets now. Do you think Wargods will win this game for a 1-1 score, or IPT will once again dominate this game for a 2 swept against Team ng Wargods?
Yes, I'm actually surprised. It looks like there won't be another invade from both teams. I expected a little bit more action on the level 1 right now, but since we're gonna be waiting for the level 1, no action yet. I just like to remind all the players that actually Raider has a promo right now called the Raider Game Booster monthly giveaway. So all you have to do is go to raiderzone.com/gameboosters-lol.ph and then go download and install the application there. Create your own Raider ID with a valid email, of course, and then after that go to the giveaway website again, which is raiderzone/gamebooster-lol.ph, and then input your Raider ID email and Raider ID pass, and then you'll qualify to join the monthly giveaway, and you could possibly receive Raider Black Widow, Pulsefire Ez, Etherwing Kale, or 200 RP or other great prizes from Raider. So thank you again, Raider, for sponsoring us this PGS season, and also thank you to Smart, no, for the yung sinabi mo kanina, GameX, no.
So, hindi ganun ka-hassle ang pagkakaroon dito ng
pag-load. Ang gaganda ng skins, diba? We've got Firefox Ari and winter skin Lulu here, and of course, you're gonna need RP to buy those awesome skins.
Yes, mga kaibigan. So far ngayon, kanya-kanyang abangan at kanya-kanyang hintayin ng kanilang mga jungle buffs dito. IPT Kaigu trying to get the red buff first for his champion, and for team ng IPT naman, they're trying to get... IPT trying to steal that red buff of team ng Wargods dito.
Yes, definitely Kaiku will be able to steal the red buff. Uncontested.
Very interesting for team ng IPT. They're getting the red buff as well. They're getting their own red buff. So this time, in the bottom lane, they had the advantage of dominating Ochi and Poisanity.
That's right.
Having that red buff for Twitch. Take out, it is a Twitch. Twitch champion having damage over time. Plus the red buff. Yes. The true damage of red buff. Sobrang mahirapan itong bottom lane, I'm pretty sure.
And not to mention, since they got the XP to the Golem, they'll actually level 2 ahead of Ochi and Poisanity.
Yes.
So, as you can see there, laki ng bawas sa isang attack lang. The poison alone and the red sticks from the red buff will be very painful on Ochi's side.
So, mahirapan dito ngayon ang team ng IPT, especially si Stronger as the jungler of their team. But, in the top lane, mga kaibigan, JLC versus Kaigu. IPT Hero. JLC having the 7 CS ahead. 2 CS ahead against Hero in the top lane. Still have the advantage dito, mga kaibigan. Poisanity taking so much damage. At pag ginamit dito yung Fear ang kanyang second skill, third skill, almost enough to kill Poisanity. But he successfully disengaged in the bottom lane. But dito naman yung main mga kaibigan, Trevor versus IPT Light. Ang mahirap dito when you are going against a Lulu, kapag tumama yung health metrics niya, sure na tatama na yung kanyang Witherlands. But with an Ari pick dito for Trevor, kaya niyang manalo dito against Light kapag umabot siya ng level 6. Using that Spirit Crush in the mid lane dito.
Yes, Shadow taking a lot of damage from the Zyra Vines, and of course the plant that you cast just now. IPT Fear and Shadow definitely being the bullies here in the bottom lane. As you can see here, they are an advantage here with that red buff. And a while ago, actually, both Kaigu and Stronger caught each other in the near the red buff of Wargods Stronger. Looks like Kaigu will plan to engage them. As you can see here, Hero waiting for Kaigu to come in and help him. JSC being very careful there. As you can see here, doing a lot of damage there. Hero now at half HP right now. Down here in the bottom lane right now. Shadow placing a lot of harassment for Shadow, even using his exhaust, but I think that was a little bit too early coming from
sobrang
Shadow.
aga. And actually, it's not a good idea using that exhaust, especially doon sa turret. Sobrang laban sa turret, so they can't kill a champion dito. So, that's a waste of summoner spell. But still, good job for team ng Wargods. They forced a Shadow to use that as exhaust or yung kanya summoner spell dito. So for the next few seconds or for the next few minutes, they have the advantage if ever na magkaroon ng kasalubungan dito. Having the ignite for Paisanity and without the exhaust for Shadow dito.
Alright, so Shadow going in
there.
It's
mga kaibigan, top ng ano boy, JSC, he's taking so much damage. One more hit, the first blood for team ng IPT in the top lane. At medyo nagulat tayo sa mga pangyayari ngayon.
So this is actually the second game, and this is the second time that the first blood came in the top lane, coming from the exact same strategy, coming from this time from IPT side, doing the same thing what Wargods did a while ago, a gank from the jungler from the blue side, and picking up the first blood for the top lane.
Yes, and so far mga kaibigan, 1-0 ang score natin ngayon in favor of ng Wargods. Wargods stronger ganking IPT right, have to use that flash out para mapag-disengage na mid lane dito. Hindi tumama ang hook time of one champion. IPT Fear goes down. Wargods Ochi chasing down the team members of IPT dito. IPT Shadow running for his life. One more hit mga kaibigan pag nag-full charge dito. Ang first kill ni Ochi, he can still kill Shadow, but Shadow successfully disengaged in the bottom lane.
Yes, actually Twitch using invisibility to engage Poisanity wasn't a good idea. All that crowd control stopped him from doing the burst damage he was hoping to do, and of course with the combination with Ochi, both Ochi and Poisanity provide a lot of crowd control, allowing them to combo down Twitch very fast.
Yes, the problem here mga kaibigan for team ng Wargods ay sobrang pansin ko lang since yung first team pa kanina, sobrang pinofocus nito ni Kaigo sa JLC na top lane. Even with his Ani, he can't do anything or he can't do very well against kay Hero dahil sa ganks na nangyari kay Kaigo. Ignited mga kaibigan si Hero dito. One more hit, hindi tumama yung kanyang voice spikes dito.
That's right. Good sidestep coming from
sidestep.
IPT Hero, and avoiding that could have cost him his death if the ignite was enough. A nice sharp coming from Trevor, catching Light. Light taking taking 1/3 hit, of course.
He was ignited mga kaibigan. One more hit from Trevor from IPT Light in the mid lane dito, but that ignite di enough to kill a champion. But JLC goes to the top lane. IPT Hero got the life of JLC.
Yes, actually Wargods JLC going for pure damage in this game, and he actually picked up another long sword here, giving him now 3 long swords. Definitely gonna pick a brutalizer, probably even a last whisper next. So a lot of
performance guy from Boy side to mama kanyang bind dito for IPT Fear. IPT Fear, one more hit mga kaibigan, still have the red buff dito. Barriers din tapped out from Ochi. Nasa poison siya. Na-poison siya ngayon coming from Twitch. And IPT Fear trying to use that invisible para mapag-initiate dito, but they got the farm instead sa laban na to.
Yes, actually the invisibility of Twitch isn't that long, and the distance of Ochi was just too far for him to get near. And of course, with the crowd control again coming from both members of the bottom lane, it would have been very dangerous for him. So good decision for him not to continue chasing that. IPT Hero, of course, is winning the lane here in the top lane, picking up 2 kills already on JLC. JLC has to be a little bit careful here, being a little bit aggressive actually. He's actually winning those trades, but his over-aggressiveness have cost him his life the second time around.
Looking at the CS mga kaibigan, 41-50 in the top lane in favor of IPT Hero, at kung mapasin mo, napilitang kumuha ng 3 long sword itong si JLC, knowing na medyo hindi siya ganun na nag-dominate against kay Hero dito. Hero on the other hand, having Renekton, getting his Tiamat as his first item dito. So most probably going for the more damage, more bruiser for the champion instead of getting a tanky champion dito. So kaya sasabayan niya ang damage output na manggagaling from JLC dito to sustain the top lane. But having that Dominus, the Call of Domingo against the support dito, still have the advantage. Pero in the mid lane mga kaibigan, sobrang pantay ng laban dito ni Trevor at ni Light. Both the champion getting their CS very well. Also wala pang kill na nakukuha dito. Wala pang successful gank ang nagagawa dito ng ating mga junglers sa kanilang mga mid lane.
Yeah, right. Wargods stronger now picking up the red buff. And he hasn't really done anything so far. As you can hear, no assists, no kills, and no deaths yet. Pretty passive jungling come from Stronger this game. Like both of us were surprised that he picked up this Nautilus. I expected a little bit more activeness from the jungler of Stronger, but of course Lee Sin also being a little bit passive so far in this game here. And so far, looking at the score right now, there is a slight gold lead again for IPT. About a 1k gold advantage with those 2 kills probably in the top lane, giving them the advantage there. And in terms of minion kills, Oregon is actually winning the CS kills right now in the top
Yes,
lane.
mga kaibigan, IPT. I mean, Wargods have to use that essence from watching dito. IPT Shadow taking so much damage. Na-responde sana from Kaigo pero hindi siya umabot. Ginamit ang kanyang safeguard para makahabol na isang champion dito from Team Wargods. He's taking so much damage. A good Sonic Wave and resonating strike from Kaigo using the Dragon's Rage to get a double kill in the bottom lane.
Yes, good job coming also from Fear, slowing them down with the red buff. He actually landed one hit each of them just to slow them down long enough so that Kaigo could actually land that resonating strike combo. Hero.
Top lane mga kaibigan, JLC goes down from IPT Hero. It's a 5-2 score. And somehow they're dominating this game against team ng Wargods.
Yes, JLC, actually like I said, Kazik is a really strong champion, but he has to get ahead in the early level. And since that early gank coming from Kaigo allowed Hero to actually take the lead, this will be very dangerous for Kaigo, or I mean for JSC to get back into the game. Right, so IPT Light almost going down here. Trevor going in using his Spirit Rush. Not enough damage here. Kaigo now
ito na ba
ganking
sinasabi ko mga kaibigan, when you are using an Ari against a Lulu in the mid lane, you can't burst him down. You can't burst down a Lulu with the wild growth, with the use of the help me picks. Actually, kung wala siyang skills dito, wala siyang mana to have that shield for his champion, kaya makuha ni Trevor ang kanyang buhay dito with the ignite and the combo as well. But unfortunately, first dragon goes team ng IPT.
Yes. Alright, so actually, I'm surprised Ari decided to pick up his shoes right away instead of rushing the DFG. Still not a bad idea, but of course, without the DFG, it will be much harder for him to burst down the Lulu, especially with the wild growth that you just mentioned now. And Poisanity placing down some more to protect them from getting ganked from behind. And of course, we can see here Stronger clearing out the big raid. JLC in the top lane has to be very careful now that he has so much Hero going very aggressive on JLC. As you see here, JLC down to half life now.
JLC mga kaibigan, taking so much damage, have to evolve that Void Assault first before the leap or the Void Spikes dito. So in the top lane mga kaibigan, kitang-kita natin ngayon na hindi gumagalaw ang item itong si JLC. Only yung boots lang niya yung nadagdag since kanina. But now we have the Brutalizer dito sa laban na to against the top lane. So I think at this point of time, even though nakikita natin na medyo lumalaban pa si JLC in the top lane, ang laki na CS gap nila against kay Hero. Not only that, yung kill ni Hero dito having 3-0 score, sobrang dominant sila ba ito against team ng Wargods.
Yes. Alright, so Wargods were actually so far in terms of CS are even with the IPT Light here. Poisanity getting caught by Karma's Q there, and Stronger trying to get away from that. Looks like he will be right there. JSC can't do anything about top lane. A good gank coming from JSC and Stronger here in the mid lane.
JLC mga kaibigan, chasing down Kaigo. SS has been tackled from Stronger dito. IPT Light, one more hit namin, have this, that wild growth as well. Spirit Rush from Trevor dito. Pag tinamaan ko ng charm, I think hindi umabot ang charm niya, but with the last hit guy from that is their fear from JLC, they successfully kill another champion. It's 2-4 na exchange in favor of Team Wargods.
Yes, a good pickup coming from JLC. He definitely needed that to get back into the game. Right now, he's over 30 CS behind on Renekton on IPT Hero there. That double kill should be able to allow him to pick up a few more items so he can handle IPT Hero. But IPT Hero being very tanky as well right now, having the giant belt, and of course with the dominance, that'll give him another 200 HP.
Yes, this is it mga kaibigan. IPT Hero chasing down Wargods. JLC the top lane. Ginamit na kayo ni Poisanity ang kanyang strangling horse. I mean, yung kanyang entangling horse in the bottom lane mga kaibigan. But IPT Shadow have to use the second skill as well para makapag-initiate dito. Two champion from Team Wargods trying to respond to the bottom lane. He's taking so much damage. Ouchie successfully killed Fear. And yes, it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of team ng Wargods. And I think it's about time to push the first turret in the bottom lane.
There's some good plays coming from Wargods right now. They're able to pick up 4 kills in a row. And this actually ties the game now even 6 for 6. But IPT still in the lead in terms of gold because of the early advantage that IPT Hero had in the top lane, allowing him to out-farm JSC here. JSC will be needing help from his teammates if he wants to fight IPT Hero. He doesn't have enough HP to out-sustain Hero here in the top lane.
Yes, mga kaibigan, IPT Hero chasing down JSC. JSC still trying his best para makuha ang buhay dito ni IPT Hero. And yes, it's a 1-1 exchange in the top lane. Kita-kita mo naman, he never backed down. Hindi niya sinukuan yung laban na yon. Instead of just trying to disengage, nakuha niya pa ang buhay dito ng isang champion na top lane.
Those were actually some really good mechanical skills coming from JSC. Sidestepping long enough to force Hero to, or basically bait him into that turret damage. Of course, Hero tried to escape, but it was just not enough to escape that, so it was a shutdown. Really a good pickup for JSC there, because that 500 gold should allow him to pick up more items. There we see here him picking up the last Whisper, but even with all the armor penetration and damage he has now, I feel like it still might not be enough to go through all the HP Renekton will have once he hits level 11.
Pero, di ba na tayo mga kaibigan, even with that last Whisper, ayan na sinayin mo dito, and Brutalizer as well, Renekton or itong si Hero in the top lane almost getting yung kanyang Sunfire Cape dito. This is the point, knowing na itong si Kha'Zix ay isang champion na malakas with his 80 damage. But kapag ang kanyang kalaban dito ay merong malaking armor, the Randuin's Omen, the Sunfire Cape, any item din nagbibigay sa kanya ng armor, mahihirapan sigurado ang kanyang kalaban. I mean, si JMC na top lane dito, mga kaibigan. Kaigo chasing down strong. You have to use that Ellis as well para makuha ang buhay ni Light dito. Light still takes so much damage. You have to use that Flash in as well para gamitin ang kanyang Wild Growth just in time for a champion in the mid lane. It's a double kill for Kaigo. Struggling horse for team members of Wargods in the bottom lane, mga kaibigan. IPT Fear, one more hit. He was exhausted. Ochi. And I think this time forced to use that Flash. Medyo
kinulang yung burst damage ng Wargods. It was actually a really good combination. Actually, I feel like IPT Shadow's exhaust actually was really worth it now. That exhaust actually saved IPT Fear from getting bursted down there and allowed him to escape all the follow-up damage coming from Wargods. I mean from IPT. From Wargods, that is. Alright, so IPT Fear picking up the double golems right now and healing up really fast there. Of course, he's already completed his Blade of the Ruined King, and he has a Doran's Blade as well. As you can see here, one attack allows him to heal 29 HP. So in 3 attacks, he heals effectively close to 100 HP. So with the life he has right now, something a little bit over 1,000, just a few hits, he could heal up really fast.
Alam mo, Jay, sa mga nangyari kanina, the ganks coming from the team members of Wargods, the ganks from IPT as well. At this point of time, we are looking that we are seeing na merong advantage, napakalaki ng advantage ng Wargods in the bottom lane against IPT Shadow and IPT Fear. And with that kind of with this item, 1-1-2, I mean ang score dito ni Ochi, 1-1-2 and 0-2-2 for Twitch in the bottom lane. They are somehow dominating the bottom lane dito with the ganks kanina na nangyari, and 2-1-2 score for Poisanity dito.
Yes, Wargods Trevor planning to recall back to base, realized that 2 members who were in the mid lane suddenly disappeared, so probably figured out that they're probably gonna go viral.
Yes, this is mga kaibigan, dragon fight. IPT trying to get the second dragon of this game. Tinamaan ng charm, mga kaibigan, si Kaigo dito have to chase down. A champion, tumama ang kanyang Sonic Wave dito and resonating strike as well. And with the Dragon's Rage, he killed a champion dito. Stronger taking so much damage, mga kaibigan, with the red buff coming from Fear dito. He's chasing down one champion. A shield coming from Shadow and the buff coming from Light as well. It's a 1-for-1 exchange, and I think this is the second dragon for team ng IPT.
That's right. Actually, that was a really good move coming from Kaigo, actually catching Wargods Trevor trying to burst the champions of IPT, but like I said, without that DFG, his damage is a little bit lacking at this point of the game. As soon as he picks up his DFG, which I think is really close right now, he only needs the recipe, and it's only about 500 or 600, I believe. He should be able to start bursting down champions more effectively. Alright, so IPT here in the bottom lane, evening out the CS between him and Virus or Wargods Ochi here. Wargods Ochi and Poisanity have been doing a really good job in this game so far. Unlike in the previous game, they had a really hard time against IPT. This time around, it's pretty much even in terms of CS and in terms of tower push as well. The burst damage coming from Ochi and Poisanity is really incredible. They're both high utility champions, and as long as they can keep executing those combos perfectly, they'll probably win this game in the later part of the game.
10-7 ang ating score in favor para sa team ng IPT at ang ating goal difference ay halos around 6k. And Jay, at this point of time, mga kaibigan, looking at the item of Hero in the top lane, we have the Sunfire Cave, we have the Tiamat. So, what do you think yung next item build dito ni JLC, having the peak access item dito?
It's probably gonna build another big item, maybe to prevent the AP, because actually there's a lot of magic damage coming from Ari, from Nautilus, including Varus and Zyra. These are all AP damage champions, so he probably might pick up a Spirit Visage, most likely, or if not, he might even complete his Ravager's Hydrant just so that he can easily kill JSC over and over if they go 1-1.
Yes, mga kaibigan, this is from Mochi dito, chasing down IPT Fierce, takes so much damage from the turret damage, mga kaibigan, at ito na, Shadow God coming with a hook, kaya mga team members of Wargods dito, they take so much damage as well, mga kaibigan, with the Glitter Lance, and the Help Me picks as well in the bottom lane. Unfortunately, hindi nila nakuha pa isa pang buhay ng team ng IPT dito. Grasping Roots, mga kaibigan, from Poisanity, just like what he's doing kanina with the Morgana. Those skill shots coming from his champion still very effective against team ng IPT. Is it, mga kaibigan, a gang from JLC in the mid? Tinamaan ng champ si IPT Hero goes down. It's Wargods JLC got that a kill in the mid lane.
Yes, I just like to point out that Wargods lineup, except for Kha'Zix, the whole lineup is practically hasn't been picked up very much by any players in the BPL or the PGS. This is practically not the first time for all the champions, but for Nautilus definitely it's the first time. But for the Varus, Zyra, and the Nautilus, these are very rare pickups, and they're doing a pretty good job so far. Of course, IPT is in the lead by about 3k gold at the moment, and actually 4k gold rather, but in terms of kills it's pretty close, including objectives. The only advantage they have so far over IPT is a 1 tower advantage, and Wargods can definitely come back to the game without any problem as long as they can catch the right people at the right time, like what they did a while ago with IPT Fear in the bottom lane.
This is mga kaibigan, IPT Fear got the first tier turret in the bottom lane. So when it comes to the map control, IPT have the advantage in the bottom lane, so they can kill Ochi and Poison if ever na magkaroon sila ng chance dito.
Yes, that's right. Alright, so Wargods stronger, picking up Nautilus, although he's a very tanky jungler, especially with the changes.
Yes, this is mga kaibigan, Trevor versus IPT right dito. Ginamit na kanyang Spirit Rush, ignited si Trevor, but here comes the gang from Kaigo with that item. Mga kaibigan, Poisanity goes down in the bottom lane. Kita kayo ng Chain of Corruption from Ochi. And will he be able to get the life of IPT Fear? No. You have to use that flash out para makapag-disengage and save himself from that team fight.
That's right. Ochi in a very dangerous position right now. Only he's actually healing up really fast there. You can see here every hit he's healing for about almost 50 HP per hit, and 2 hits he's about 100. So I believe most of the AD carries have switched back into picking up full lifesteal runes in the for the Quintessence. So that's about 4.5%, or about 5 in total actually now, compared to the 6 last season. Kinda a slight nerf, of course, to the 8 lifesteal, but it's still very effective as you can see. Alright, Trevor actually clearing out the minions in the middle lane stronger. Still trying to clear out his jungle once again. Of course, Trevor will be picking up those items. His DFG is actually completed already, and it looks like he'll be building into a Donya's Hourglass, which would be a really good pickup of him if in case he gets into trouble when he dives into the members of IPT.
Especially having those champion dito na sobrang laki ng AD damage. Kaigo being very dominant sa laban na to. 6-1-2 ang kanyang score. IPT Hero still having the 4-2 seal score dito in favor of this time, mga kaibigan. I think IPT is trying to set the third dragon of this match.
Alright, so it looks like JSC trying to spot any members of IPT here. IPT here catching out JSC. Doesn't look like IPT or Wargods JSC will be able to push the top lane. IPT here actually being very careful this time, not engaging. Here in the mid lane now, Wargods Rebel all alone here, trying to defend the 3 or 4 man push coming from IPT. The members of Wargods need to respond as fast as possible, because if not, I feel like IPT should be able to easily dive the members of Wargods if they're fast enough.
This is not having a stronger initiated team fight in the mid lane dito. Pero about to get live one champion. Boy, Sanity na iwan ito against the IPT Fear. I think ito ay medyo mali niya. And wow, yes, he goes down. A threat destroyed from the bottom lane dito from Wargods Ochi. They're taking so much damage. Ari had to disengage dito sa laban na to. Have to use that hook para makapag-disengage in the mid lane in that second threat dito sa mid lane. So I think it's a miscommunication for team ng Wargods, but somehow they at least got the first turret in the bottom lane.
Yes, actually that's incredible coming from IPT here with that last hit on Poisanin to pick up his life there. As you can see, JLC and Stronger, very low HP. Namumula na yung mga buhay nila. They have to go back to base to heal. IPT will be able to pick up the dragon once again without any contestant being contested. Wargods need to really do something about this. Even though they have the wards, their initiations have not been very good so far, and they keep losing those short skirmishes that turn out to be big team fights.
Yes, actually at this point of time, mga kaibigan, 3 dragons goes to team ng IPT. 12-9 ang ating score, at ang goal difference ay halos 5 or 6k pa rin dahil kanina. But unti-unti na abawi dito si Fear against kay Ochi in the bottom lane. And do you think it's a good idea to get an item like Guardian Angel first or Last Whisper for Ochi in the bottom lane? Or ano bang mas maganda sa tingin mo? Get the damage, more damage pa ba, or have to go for defensive na?
I feel like with the lineup of Wargods, it's okay for him. Definitely the Guardian Angel would be a good idea, but they have already so much crowd control that he should be safe. It's really about, I think, the communications coming from the team. They need to execute their skills properly so they can pick up kills more faster. And since most of the members of IPT are pretty squishy except for, of course, Renekton, with the additional damage, he should be able to easily pick up kills.
Yes, eto na mga kaibigan in the mid lane. IPT trying their best to push the second, third tier. Sa laban na to. But 2 champion for team of one champion from team ng IPT and 1 champion from team ng our Wargods still trying to push the top lane dito. And this is mga kaibigan for the next few seconds. Magkakaroon ng team fight dito na malaki ang magiging impact for both the teams. Ito na mga kaibigan, charm from Wargods Trevor dito, getting the life of IPT Light with that little lance coming from the Pixie from a Light dito. So far ngayon,
actually
Trevor
a good sidestep coming from Trevor. Yes. Actually, if he got hit by Akaigu's wrestling style, it surely would have been the death of him.
Yes. Ito na mga kaibigan, Wargods trying their best to defend this to a chain of corruption as it popped up mga kaibigan. Judging time, Stranded Horse, 3 champion of team IPT na knock up dito mga kaibigan, na stand dito Stronger. He's taking so much damage. Boy, Sanity got the life of IPT Fear. What a turnaround for team ng Wargods. Spirit Rush has been used by Trevor dito. 1 champion goes on IPT Kaigu just in time. Resonating strike and Sonic Wave combo with a Dragon Stretch as well. IPT Shadow goes down. Double kill for Wargods JLC. IPT Kaigu versus 2 champion of team Wargods dito. IPT Kaigu. 1 more hit. Half fish that next Hex Drinker and Ward to safeguard and disengage sa laban na to.
Yes, actually both IPT Kaigu and Ochi and Poisanity kind of hesitated there. I feel like if they were both a little bit more aggressive, one of them would have been able to pick up a kill. I don't know who it would have been, but it would have been really close. Kaigu decided to back away. He was able to escape that, of course. Good job coming from Kaigu, and of course actually I realized there that Trevor actually forgot to use his DFG. If he probably used his DFG on the right target, he would have probably picked up at least 1 kill before going down.
Yes, but at least sa mga pagkakataon ito, napakalaki ng pagbabago or napakalaki ng impact ng team fight na nangyari kanina. Like what I'm saying earlier before that team fight, yung mangyayaring team fight, ito yung magpapabago ng takbo ng laro ko. It's point of time mga kaibigan, 14-13 na ang score natin. Bumaba ng 1k ang ating goal difference. But still in favor pa rin ng team ng IPT, pero Wargods did a pretty good job sa laban na nangyari kanina.
Yes, that's right. Alright, so it looks like looking at the gold, it's now only a 4.5k gold advantage for IPT. The gold lead has not grown that much yet since the start of the game. Wargods have done a really good job of keeping the score really close. As you can see here, in terms of kills as well, it's only a 1 kill advantage for IPT, and as long as Wargods can keep close and pick up a few kills, they should be able to turn the game around. Right now, Kaigu going in there.
Oh my god, almost enough for Kaigu dito, but he's taking so much damage with that Stranded Horse from the members of Wargods dito. He was shot down by Wargods Boy Sanity. Wargods Boy Sanity is so very aggressive sa laban na to. he is not wasting any skills for his champion. And lahat ng strangleholds niya, connecting very well against your opponent. IPT Fear taking so much damage from JLC dito, but I think na-disable siya. He got disabled from IPT Light in the mid lane dito. That gave them another kill. It's a 1-1 exchange in favor of team. I think there's no team na nakuha ng advantage sa team fight na nangyari kanina, but still very good job talaga kay Poisanity. I am these 2 games na nangyari ngayong araw na to, he's doing very well.
Yes, actually Kaigo was trying to kick Poisanity into his team, but since Poisanity was able to use his crowd control to hold down Kaigo before kicking him, he ended up kicking Poisanity back out to safety, allowing them to
actually
even out the game.
That is a good job for Kaigo as well. Almost enough to get itong si Poisanity nung time na yon, but nagawa niya na paraan nakatakbo siya, natatamaan, na-bind din niya si Kaigo dito. And kung siguro kung tumama lang na maayos yung Dragon's Rage niya at nasipa niya papalapit sa kanyang teammates itong si Poisanity,
laki ng advantage ng IPT.
Ang laki ng advantage ng IPT dito. They could have win that team fight na nangyari kanina.
Yes, and possibly take out at least 1 tower there, if not more.
Yes.
Alright, so
and actually IPT Fear, Wargods Ochi, JLC while chasing down Fear dito, kung nakapag-follow up lang mga team members of Wargods doon, they can kill 2 champions. Unfortunately, after tumalon dito ni JLC, he bursted down Fear, but Fear with the support coming from his team members, with the Wild Growth, with the Shield, and the Disabled coming from Lulu dito, they got the right one champion. Mga kaibigan, ito na, Kaigo trying to get Poisanity once again with that Dragon's Rage. Still, hindi pa rin enough. Buhay na ang ating 4th Dragon of this match, mga kaibigan. IPT still getting this Dragon. Namamaga ang buhay ng Team IPT ngayon. They're taking so much damage. Still, it's for Kaigo once again. IPT Shadow goes down, mga kaibigan, with a hit coming from Tebor dito. He still have his Spirit Rush on cooldown, but JLC, it's a 1-4 non-exchange in favor of team ng Wargods. But since they got the Dragon, it's in favor para sa team ng IPT.
That's right. Medyo malaki na yung gold na binibigay ng Dragon right now So in terms of gold distribution, as you can see, 4k gold lead pa rin ng IPT, even though pinatay nila yung isang member, and not to mention support ang nakuha nila, so hindi ganun ka-impactful yung pag-pick up ng kill na yun. Alright, so Wargods looks like he wants to try to take the Baron, but I don't feel like he has enough damage yet to do it, especially by himself, especially after the nerf onto his Evolved Fangs, which only deals 100 damage cap now to monsters and minions. So that will definitely slow down soloing Barons and Dragons in this game. Right, Kaigo trying to spot out some wards here. You're using the sweeper to clear out the wards. Trevor trying to land the charm, doesn't connect to Kaigo. Kaigo walks
so
around
since
the Baron.
dito mama yung kanyang charm dito, binulabog na lamang niya si Baron para atakihin niya dito si Kaigo in the Baron pit. And yet again, mga kaibigan, 50-50 na ang ating score at nakahabol natin ng Wargods sa ating kill that advantage dito. But still the goal difference ay ganun pa din, 5 or 4.5k or 5.5k favorable sa team ng IPT.
Yes, that's right. Alright, so it looks like IPT here will be going back to base after picking up some CS here in the bottom. In terms of CS, actually pretty much everybody's even all across the board, except of course for Wargods Stronger, which we know is actually a very weak jungler compared to Lee Sin in terms of picking up CS counts. But in terms of performance, definitely Kaigo's doing a lot better since he's being very aggressive. Stronger, I feel like he should have picked another champ. Although it was really awesome to see him pick a really strong champ now, he wasn't able to really execute anything very well since Lee Sin, of course, really can't counter him very hard. Alright, so Trevor basically waiting in the side here, trying to see if he can pick somebody off with his charm here. Most of the members of Wargods aren't far away, but IPT grouped up together. I think they may want to attempt a Baron very soon. As you see here, Kaigo jumping around, using his rescue strength onto the blue buff. Definitely IPT Light will probably pick up this blue buff for himself. And they're just basically waiting for the next move of each other's team. So it's basically a guessing game until somebody makes the first move.
Sa lahat ng mga nanonood na nagtataka kung ano ang score natin ngayon sa ating series for the tiebreaker match of IPT and Wargods. So far ngayon mga kaibigan, 1 point ahead ang team ng IPT sa laban na to. So if ever na manalo ang team ng IPT, they will be the champion of Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. So if ever naman na manalo ang team ng Wargods dito, sila ay lalaban pa ulit versus the team ng Wargods for the tiebreaker match ulit. And take note mga kaibigan, it's a blind pick mode na.
Yes, that's right. Alright, so of course that will only happen if Wargods win this game. So they really, and I'm sure Wargods wants to win this game. They don't want to give up the win to IPT. Wargods will do everything they can to get back into the game, but at the rate it's going right now, it feels like Wargods will definitely do a lot better if they want to get better. As here, IPT here doing a lot of damage to
sobrang bilis ng attack speed niya dito. With that attack speed mga kaibigan, Wargods Trevor, really one more hit and he will go down. Kita mo naman, combination of Blade of the Ruin King and this Phantom Dancer
plus his invisibility.
So,
and I think Karma does actually have a attack speed buff as well. I'm not sure which skill it was, but one of them if I'm not mistaken. So I think here Fear doing a really good job here so far, almost taking down Trevor. Trevor had to go back to base to heal up and he's ready to rejoin his team. Needs to land his Charm and DFG combo to pick up some kills. Not doing very well so far in this game, going 2-4-7. So far, like you mentioned a while ago, Kaigu so far is being the star of the team of IPD so far. He's one of the newer members of IPD, coming from actually Team Mineski, and will replace Hero in this game. And Hero decided to go back to the top lane coming from the jungle.
And ngayon mga kaibigan, IPT is trying their best to push the second tier turret in the mid lane dito. And Wargods still trying their best to defend their second tier turret. At ang magiging problema nila dito ay kung paano nila masisecure ang kanilang pagbawi sa mga teamfight na nangyayari dito. Tumama ang Hook na Stronger, but with that Banshee's Veil, walang nangyayari dito mga kaibigan. 14 members of the Wargods they're trying to wait, or IPT trying to wait for their chance to get the second tier turret in the mid lane dito. So as much as possible, they're trying to get the second tier turret lang at hindi sila mag-engage sa laban na to. Hinihintay nila na maunang mag-engage dito ang team ng Wargods. And this is it mga kaibigan. I think it's about time for team ng Wargods to initiate the team fight. 40 seconds left bang mabuhay ang ating Dragon. This will be the 5th Dragon.
Yes.
If ever na makuha to ng IPT, sa kanila lahat ng Dragon na to, this will be their 5th Dragon of this game. 35, 51 seconds mga kaibigan. Like oras ngayon, IPT still, I mean Wargods still trying their best to win this game. So as much as possible, trying to defend the mid lane. Looking at the items mga kaibigan, Zonya for Lulu, and somehow, malaki lamang niya dito, I did say 18. But with that Banshee's Veil for Kaigu, that gave it the advantage mga kaibigan. Tamang land ng mga skills dito for the members of IPT, I mean Wargods dito. Wargods, Kaigu, IPT, Kaigu taking so much damage, have to disengage as well. Pero dahil sa damage up na nangyari dito, lahat ng SS ay nagamit ng team ng Wargods, but they didn't kill any champion for team ng IPT.
Yes, actually Wargods struggling here. Both Hero and Kaigu are so tanky. As you saw there, Wargods using their full combo was just not enough to burst down both members, and with those two tanks there, it will be very hard for them to
this is my big an IPT Hero got called that champion napag-disengage dito si Swerve siyang advantage with Mercury Threat. At eto na, Stronger taking so much damage against kay Kaigu. Napagad ang palitan, exhausted si Trevor dito. Wala siyang Spirit Rush and he get to Eddie para mapag-initiate dito. IPT have to disengage in this team fight.
So nobody goes down. Very intense fight coming from both teams right now, and Wargods lacking the damage and IPT having very tanky frontliners here, unable to really do anything there. Of course, they're trying to push the mid lane, but instead IPT, since unable to pick up any kills, decide to pick up the Dragon again. This is, like you said, the 5th Dragon of the game, all in favor for IPT so far. Gold that lead for IPT because of that Dragon pickup. As you can see, palaki nga talaga ng gold ng Dragon. Now it's a while ago it's just a 4K lead. Now it's a 6K lead for IPT because of the Dragon. So that's a 2K gold. Basically, that's like 400 gold for each member of IPT after that Dragon kill. Alright, so it looks like Wargods trying to clear the wards here of IPT, making sure that they won't do a sneaky Baron behind their back there, of course. Kaigu on the Lee Sin should be able to easily take down the Baron with the help of his team if they decide to do so. A lot of ground control coming from Wargods here, and they really need to probably find more damage. Right now, JLC going full damage, unable to still to assassinate any of the members of IPT, having a really hard time going to the backline because of that Lulu. Using that Wargods really prevents JLC from assassinating any of the backline members of IPT.
Alam mo, Jay, ang mahirap ngayon sa lineup ng team ng Wargods, looking at their champions, all of their champion, halos lahat, ay a skill shot based champion. Chain of corruption, we have to make sure na tatama ito ng maayos. If ever na tumama, we have disadvantage. We have the hook coming from Stronger, the charm from Trevor, the strangling holes or the entangling roots from Poisanity dito. Have to do something mga kaibigan. Kaya gunahuli ng charm, but enough. He's not a champion mga kaibigan. IPT Hero nagbis sa Chain of Corruption from Wargods Ochi dito. And I think they have to disengage this time. Dahil kapag pinilit pa nila lumaban dito, hindi sila mananalo since they wasted enough ultimate for their team against their opponent.
Yeah, I can point out actually JSC going back to one of those older builds, because like right now sobrang uso yung tank build ng Kha'Zix. And prior to that, they had the Ravager's Hydra, all the armor penetration, and of course the GA and Ionian boots, which gives him close to max cooldown reduction with his items, which was the popular build previously. Looks like IPT trying to bait Wargods here. They finally catch Stronger here.
An initiation from Kaigo dito, getting the life of Stronger taking so much damage against no champion of team IPT. He's about to go down. And so the last strike from Kaigo, resonating strike goes down. Trevor have this that Zonya para mapag-disengage dito, pero di umabot ang kanyang Spirit Rush. It's about time for team ng IPT to get the first battle of this game. 40-minute mark. This is the battle for team ng IPT.
Alright, so it looks like Wargods decided not to contest IPT in the Baron. They're gonna go for a straight push in the mid lane. Now this is very dangerous because one, if IPT finishes the Baron without them taking out the third, they can collapse on this from behind. So it looks like IPT will pick up the Baron with uncontested lead for a lot of gold again for IPT here. The gold lead is now about 8k in favor of
Ito na mga kaibigan na nga ibang IPT light in the bottom lane have to use the second skill para mapag-disengage dito. They can't chase that champion since ang bilis ng kanya movement speed. The use of the second skill, as they're trying to chase down Lulu or Light in the bottom lane, I think they won't be able to chase this champion. And ito na ang respond there coming from team members of IPT.
Yes, right, because IPT lane going the long way around, escaping all the members of Wargods there, and IPT was able to pick up the third with that distraction coming from IPT Light running around on that Lulu. Of course, you can see how much PG the AP type of Lulu has there. Of course, he's already picked up the Rabadons, Zonyas, and the Unholy Grail, giving him a lot of AP, allowing his speed boost to be incredibly large at this part of the game.
Yes, 17-15 ng ating score in favor of the team ng ng IPT dito. Ating goal difference ay lumaki na ng halos 10.5k at this point of time. And mga kaibigan, with the Banshee's Veil, sobrang effective ng kanilang item, knowing na they have to make sure na walang mahuhuli ng charm dito. Even though they're trying their best to use that charm, or at least catch a champion for team ng IPT dito, still, it's not connecting very well. Kasi nga, with that Banshee's Veil, so you can see mga kaibigan, 1, 2, 3 champion from team ng IPT have that Banshee's Veil.
Yes.
So anyone from their team, if ever na gamitin yung Chain of Corruption, if ever na tumama yung hook coming from Stronger, charm as well, mavovoid lamang to or mananal ang mangyayari dito sa skills from the team members of Wargods.
Yes, plus there's also the America's Crucible coming from the support, which could of course cleanse that as well. So alright, Wargods grouping up here in the bottom lane. Of course, the pink ward spotted IPT Kaigu here. IPT going to try to push the last outer third of Wargods here. They're slowly taking the advantage back into this game. As you can see, the gold is slightly growing larger and larger. It's already more than 10k gold advantage. It's 11k gold already for IPT. And if Wargods make any more mistakes, it might cost them the game already.
Chain of Corruption mga kaibigan. Got 4 champion of team IPT dito. Napaganda pag-strangle lords for team members of Wargods. Poisanity mga kaibigan. He brings so much damage. And JLC goes down with the use of that Guardian Angel. IPT first got the life Stronger dito. Trevor's left behind. Nahiwan siya dito mga kaibigan. IPT Hero taking the damage from the turret. It's a 1-for-1 exchange in favor of team ng IPT. At lahat ng champion of team ng Wargods ay namamaga. Only Poisanity survive in the big fight na nangyari.
Oh! IPT Light flashing in using his cute to take down
Hell picks and Peter lands just in time. Landed very well. Dito na ba na ito? Mga kaibigan, IPT first got the life of Wargods, Poise, Sanity. And I think
this might be actually game since they already have the Baron buff and only 2 members left from Wargods. Let's see if Trevor and Ochi can still hold off IPT. The death timers are really large right now. As you can see there, 40 seconds on JLC and Poise Sanity. Looks like IPT decide not yet to end the game and play safely and go back to bait even with the Baron buff. So this is a surprising choice coming from IPT. I feel like they could have already won that game if they really wanted to, but they decided to play a little bit safer. Trevor trying to land that charm, did not catch anybody. Looks like Wargods will live to die another day if they can somehow turn this game around. They still have a chance. IPT picking up more gold again from the Dragon, the 6th Dragon
this
in the game.
This is the 6th Dragon of this game.
Yes, for
At
IPT.
lahat ng Dragon ay napunta sa IPT, giving them the advantage against team ng Wargods. Wargods somehow can't get any gold income sa mga pangyayaring ito.
Yeah, so IPT actually respecting Wargods there. They know that these players are really good and it'd be too risky if they forced to end the game so early. And they decided to back away and try to pick up a few more items before closing out the game. While definitely the next team fight in the base of Wargods could spell the game for IPT if Wargods do not win the next team fight.
And actually, sobrang these games from IPT and Wargods, sobrang fit sa finals title. Sobrang ganda na laban nila ngayon. Both games sumabot ng ilang past 40 minutes, kanina around 46 or 50 something. Can you imagine that kind of games dito sa ating League of Legends? Usually, yung mga laban natin before ay nag-last lamang ng around 30 minutes, 26 minutes, average of 20 minutes dito or 25 minutes. But this game, IPT still, Wargods is still trying their best to win this game against team ng IPT. Kasi kapag natalo sila dito,
panalo ng
sure
IPT.
Win na ang team ng IPT. They will have the title of we will have the championship title for team or for the Pro Gaming Series 2014 season. And take note mga kaibigan, this second time na magkakaroon tayo ng champion for Pro Gaming Series. Last time, I think last season, it was IPT as well and Team Manila Eagles who goes to the Garena Premier League. Pero ngayon, we have 2 teams, IPT and Wargods pa rin. But it's all about the title na lamang itong laban na to.
Alright, so it looks like IPT are trying to group here in the middle lane. You can see their Kaigo tanking some of the damage there.
Kaigo being very tanky champion sa laban na to. He's still using this very well sa laban. Mga kaibigan, he's doing so much damage coming from that turret. One more ito mga kaibigan, he was ignited and Trevor goes down from IPT Light.
Yes, that's right. And so it looks like IPT Kaigo and Hero, actually Shadow who's tanking the third tier in the middle lane. Hero trying to chase down the members now. 4v5 since Trevor has been bursted down. This might be game ready for IPT. Traveler Swords and of course the ultimate coming from both members of Wargods to slow them down. Another member of Wargods goes down. IPT Hero tries to escape from the damage coming from Kazik. JLC tries to burst down. Finally picks up a kill there.
This is it's the end. We have the final. This is the final match between Team IPT versus Team Wargods dito, and IPT is the champion of Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. Congratulations, Imperium Pro Gaming team, winning this game sa laban, and very good job, especially for Kaigo in this match. And mga kaibigan, let's look at the stats. Let's see how what kind of performance or what kind of strategy the team IPT did sa laban na to against team ng Wargods. Let's see yung ating match stats ngayong araw to.
Alright, so looking at our match stats, of course, we have IPT Kaigo joining them as their jungler in this game, and I feel like he is probably the MVP of this game, going 10-2-7, being very tanky, making all those plays tanking, and picking up the kill onto Wargods stronger on the Baron pit. I feel like that was probably the biggest turning point in the game, which allowed IPT to catapult ahead of the members of Wargods there. And after that, IPT mechanically disabled Wargods, taking tower and tower every objective smartly without losing anything in their side.
Yes, mga kaibigan, congratulations Team IPT once again. And actually, I would give the MVP award for Kaigo.
Yes.
Kaigo, he's a very dominant player talaga. Ever since no Season 2, hindi nagbago yung playstyle niya using Lee Sin. So congratulations team na IPT. That was a very intense match, and actually 2 sweep score for team na IPT. Mga kaibigan, champion natin ngayon na team ng IPT. Congratulations, Team IPT. They are now, alam ko naglalaro sila ngayon sa team, sa Imperium.
Yes.
Yes, and congratulations mga kaibigan. So, you have the championship title. And
so this is officially the end of the PGS
spring season
for 2014. So you'll be seeing us, of course, again in summer, where of course we'll have the top 4 teams definitely are going to be in. So we're going to have Wargods, IPT, Manila Eagles, and who's the 4th one?
I think it was the Diamonds.
Team Diamond, that's right. And then of course the other 2 teams will have to qualify through the PGS promotional series.
Mga kaibigan, sa lahat ng mga nag-aabang, Wargods and team ng IPT will go for the Green Premier League 2014 next season.
Yes.
So abang-abang lang kayo mga kaibigan. Marami pa tayong laban na mangyayari dito. Marami pang talagang bakbakan na magaganap. IPT, congratulations.
Yes.
I am very proud of you guys. Isa na naman tong big step for your team. And
I have to say, the addition of Kaigu seemed to be
sobrang
pretty good for them. I mean, it's a good change. They allowed them to win their game. It was not because normally when they play the team,
he's the key of this game.
Yes,
he is one of the most effective player during the team fight na nangyari with the Sonic Wave resonating strike combo, Drango's Rage. Even Trevor in the mid lane, hindi siya makapag-respond ng maayos sa laban na to.
Yes. Looking at Wargods lineup though in both games, I feel like they were just outpicked. But technically, in terms of skill, they were really doing really well. Even though they were outpicked, they played really well. In fact, they could have even won both games. But of course, IPT played smart. They were able to win both games. So congratulations again to IPT for winning the series 2-0. Sayang, I wanted to really see a game 3. I wanted to see a blind pick match. But anyway, probably we might see that next season if ever we have another tie in the series.
Let's see. Again mga kaibigan, you're watching the Pro Gaming Series 2014 Spring Season. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga suporta. And if you have any comment and suggestions sa aming mga shoutcasters sa ating live stream, just visit the LOLPH forums. Also, pwede kayo mag-message sa amin sa mga Facebook fanpage ni Sphere at sa Facebook ni Shoutcaster J.
That's right.
Again mga kaibigan, thank you very much for watching. I'm Sphere.
And I'm Jay.
Kita tayo ulit next week for the season split of Pro Gaming Series 24. I think it's the summer season na.
Actually, next week is a Holy Week, so we're gonna have a break.
Next week.
Yes, that's right. Next week.
Yes, mga kaibigan. Again, thank you very much again for watching. Kita tayo ulit next week.